Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you and you're watching on my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. And if you guys are watching here on Facebook, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I share a lot of videos over there as well, and so you can be sure to not miss any of my videos there. So I want to check in this energy. I want to check in under these circumstances. There's obviously still a lot going on with the world. The world is trying to figure out the direction that it's going in right now. We're trying to continue to adjust to all of the unknown and unexpected and uncertainty and all of that stuff, right? So we're just like in the mix of all of that. I feel like a little bit this energy right now has been a little bit foggier, but also like there is clarity coming through the fog, right? Where we are maybe starting to, I felt myself anyway being in a little bit of like going through the motions, you know, and just having to do what I need to do every day and taking care of what I need to take care of and allowing that to be enough, you know, because I think that we can be so hard on ourselves. And again, I've mentioned this in other videos where I've seen so many people talking about, well, you know, if you're not, you know, developing a new skill, or you're not writing a book, or you're not doing this, you're not doing that, then you're not doing this time correctly. And I think I'm watching everybody's journey through this, you know, because I'm still doing sessions through this process, and I'm watching how different it is for every individual person and how it's shaping their experience in their own way and how it's in alignment with their best life path in their own unique way, how it's just bringing out certain things within them. And so I think we need to just let the process be what the process is. And if that means that we're not going to accomplish certain things, I think that that's okay. We are all dealing with so much right now and trying to navigate all of this. And it's a lot. There's a lot of fear-based energy that I keep talking about. And so I feel really called to talk about that specifically because there's so much fear. Hi, Erin. Thanks for watching. There's so much fear right now and so much fear being projected. And what I'm watching happen is in public and on Facebook and just kind of everywhere you look, we're seeing a mix of the current circumstances bringing out either the very best of people or the very worst of people, or kind of a blend in between. You know, I've had my days where I've been less than my best, you know, and I'm sure you guys have too, because it's been stressful. And so we're all trying to navigate this, but I think that we want to, at the end of the day, really think about, who do I want to be? You know, who do I want to, what kind of energy do I want to put out there? Because there is so much fear being projected, and this is not helpful to any of us, right? So what kind of energy do you want to put out there? And for me, when I think about that, I want to be the energy of love. I want to be and create an energy of love. And so when I'm thinking about the actions that I'm taking, whether it's in response to a Facebook post, whether it's a Facebook post that I am putting up, whether it's something that I'm sharing, whether it's my response to somebody out in the store, whether it's, you know, what I'm choosing to do with my time and energy, I want to do it with love. And I just really want to encourage and invite you guys to do the same, because what is needed right now is more love. And what is needed right now is more compassion and understanding. And I think that people are kind of fed up right now, and so we're maybe being less compassionate, less empathetic than we could be, and we just don't know people's circumstances, you know, and we really have to do our part to keep this fear under control and to not be attacking each other, to not be putting things out there that are not the energy of love. So anything that you can do to just do your part and put out the energy of love, I really encourage you to do that, because I think that that's more important than ever right now. So how can I be love? How can I put the energy of love out there? And I always say this, like, it doesn't mean that you have to tolerate people treating you badly or something like that. It's not about that, because I think love is also about self-love and setting boundaries and sometimes loving from a distance. But how can we be the best humans that we can possibly be through this? Because that is where this is going to shape a better world. This is an opportunity for us to shape ourselves into better people. I talked last week about us rebuilding ourselves, right, into something even better. And we're also rebuilding our world into something even better. And so why not start with the energy of love while we're doing that? I think that that's a really solid and better foundation than all of this fear that I'm seeing. So bringing it back to love, we're going to talk about the cards. I pulled some cards for us to talk about that is representing this week's universal energy. So the energy that all of us are experiencing on some level, and how can we best navigate it? So the first card that we have here is the birth card. Right? The birth card is, hi Melanie, it's nice to see you on here. Melanie says, how can I be, love is a perfect place to start from. I agree. So birth, right? This is a rebirth for us in so many ways. None of us are coming out of this not different. And so again, if you think about birth, if you think about a baby being born, do you want that baby to come into the world in love or fear? And thinking about that solid foundation, we are being reborn in so many ways. We are being rebuilt in so many ways. And this is beautiful. And I feel like some of the energy is going to move forward this week. There's going to be some opportunities coming. There's going to be some positive shifts this week for us, right? And this comes in the form of wishes fulfilled, okay? So I've been talking about focusing on the manifestation energy is really powerful right now, and focusing on what it is that you want, focusing on where you want life to go. And we can get stuck in this time that we're in and say, well, like, there's no point in focusing on what I want or working toward what I want because I feel really stuck, or nothing is happening, or I can't go out of the house, or whatever it is, right? But like figuring out how can you continue to take inspired action in spite of everything that we have going on. How can you focus on your vision for what it is that you want in spite of everything that we have going on? Because there is a lot of energy that is fulfilling our wishes and leading opportunities our way and opening doors for us. So you just have to pay attention, and you just have to put that energy out there. You have to put your order in with the universe to allow for the universe to fulfill that order, right? The next card that we have here is the Hilarion card, right? So this for me is very much about us connecting to our spirituality. Where do you feel spiritual? Hi Kelly, thanks for watching. How do you feel spiritual? What fosters that spirituality within you? How can you involve yourself in a spiritual community even if you can't be around that spiritual community right now? One of the things I felt called to do was to do my tarot class that I'm teaching currently right now, and that's all online. So we're just like working on developing our understanding of tarot and reading and all of that stuff. And part of that was about creating and fostering a spiritual community, even though we can't be around each other in person right now. So where can you foster that spirituality? What books can you read? What can you do that just makes you feel connected to God? Like whenever I go for a walk in the woods, I feel like I'm with God. I feel like I'm at church. So those kind of things that just foster that within you and surround you with people who also foster those sparks of light within you. That's going to be so important right now. The King of Scrolls. So this is an opportunity for us right now to be learning, to be growing in some way. What can you learn? Maybe you're feeling called to take a class. Maybe you're feeling called to learn something new, to read a book, to learn a new skill, that kind of stuff. This is really supporting that. This is really saying go for that if you intuitively feel called, because it might be something that you use later or pull from later. So whatever it is that you're feeling called to learn this week, I would encourage you to take that on and go for it. The next card that we have is the Two of Forces, the willow tree reversed. Okay, so when we think about the willow tree is built to withstand some really serious energy, right? Or weather. very serious weather, right? It, whenever a storm comes through, it's really built to just flow with it. It's built to bend with it so that it's not so broken. And so we want to think about doing that in our own lives. Where are we not bending? Where are we trying to control it too much? Where are we not allowing ourselves to flow with the energy as it's flowing into our life? And how can we bend a little bit more easily? How can we flow a little bit more easily and let God, the universe, whatever you call that, shine the way for us and show us the way? And the next card that we have is the Up in the Air card. And this is really interesting because it's right next to the Setting Your Course card. These are our last two cards, okay? So a lot is feeling up in the air right now. We don't understand what's going to happen next, where things are going to go. So be patient with that, right? But at the same time, you're being encouraged to set your course. You're being encouraged to manifest, to focus on the things that you want, to write down your goals, to write down the things that you want to create for yourself in your life, to focus and visualize on the path that you want things to move in, and to allow that to come into your life. So it might feel confusing, it might feel like a lot is up in the air, but this is a time for us to still focus on, where do I want to go next and what do I want to do next? This is an opportunity for us to have some clarity on that. And it's an opportunity, again, there's some powerful manifestation energy right now that is really supporting that. So taking some time to focus on the things that we want, because it's really easy right now to focus on, oh, I don't like this, and like this situation is hard, or this is really stressful, and again, to move into that fear. But if we can, again, shift out of that and focus on what it is that we do want and where we do want to go, and let ourselves dream a little bit. Start to dream, start to daydream, start to focus on where you want things to go, so that the universe, so that God knows exactly where it is that you would like to go, because you're a powerful co-creator in this world. And while we need to also flow, and there are certain things that are our destiny, that are meant to be in our life, and there are, God is always going to know the absolute best path for us, we still are a powerful co-creator, and we get to ask for a lot of things and have them manifest into our experience. So go for it. So those are your messages for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.